Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good evening, Eastern Iowa. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Danny Cassidy. Well, we had a little bit of a wet morning this morning, then rain showers cleared out. We had a little bit of a disturbance that moved through a far southeastern portion of the viewing area, mainly just mostly cloudy, which helps suppress the heat a little bit. I think we'll stay dry for the next 2 days. We'll be watching as a cold front is just off to our northwest, and anything behind it will see rain. I think we'll be in front of this cold front, meaning for the most part dry, but it could very, very closely approach our far northwestern areas, and you'll see that rain chance potentially here in a little bit. Here's future track, and here's this front. You can see it basically with the cloud cover outlining our far northern and northeastern portions of the state. Rain flares up kind of along and behind it, and then as we go through the overnight hours, again, very close to the viewing area, maybe just sneaks into the far northern areas. Again, majority of us are going to stay dry, but folks in far northern Winnebago and McKee County could see maybe a little bit of rain. Through the afternoon hours, though, and then that rain will mostly stay to the north and to the west. We'll have partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. And really the theme for tomorrow as well as Tuesday, it's going to be hot. Really through the overnight hours as well. The humidity being in the upper 60s, the dew points, I should say, in the upper 60s and low 70s. This is not going to allow the temperatures to drop very much. Low to mid 70s for low temperatures. That could get close to warm record lows for tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy skies, and the winds also not helping, staying strong through the overnight hours with gusts up to 25. Those winds remain strong tomorrow. We'll see gusts up to 30. Partly cloudy conditions, maybe a little bit more cloud cover to the north, so maybe a degree or two cooler than they usually would be, but otherwise low to mid 90s here. And with the low to mid 90s and the dew points on the higher side approaching 70 in many areas, it is going to feel hot. For the rest of this evening, it's going to feel hot, and by the time you go to bed about 10 o'clock, it's still going to feel like the mid to upper 80s, so we're not going to see much relief, as I mentioned, through the overnight hours. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, it'll feel like the upper 70s and maybe low 80s in some spots, so when you walk out the door, it's going to feel sticky. So you're going to want to have to crank that AC not only in your car, but you're going to have to ramp it up in your house. Now, during the noon hour here, we'll see probably low to mid 90s widespread, and during the mid-afternoon, some areas could approach 100 degrees. I think we'll probably fall just short, hence why there's no heat advisory. You need that 100 degree or higher for that heat advisory to go into effect. But generally speaking, it is going to be hot, really, no matter where you are tomorrow afternoon and evening. And then once again, by the time you go to bed tomorrow night, feels like the low to mid 80s, so not much relief through the overnight hours for tonight, tomorrow night, and really I think Tuesday night early on. In terms of what that forecast heat index is going to be, again, close to 100 at times tomorrow, maybe 1 or 2 degrees cooler on Tuesday, but still going to be very hot. Tuesday night into Wednesday, cold front moves through, and that'll help cool us down. The dew points are still going to be on the higher side Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, once again, back into low to mid 90s for that feels like conditions. So I know it's getting to the start of summer. The start of summer here is on Thursday, but it is going to be pretty hot here as we head through the week. Now, those dew points, as I mentioned, is going to stay pretty consistent in the upper 60s and low 70s at times. Not going to waver very much. So with that humidity, no cold front, no triggering mechanism for storms, we're going to stay dry through Tuesday, but that triggering mechanism will come Tuesday night into Wednesday in the form of a cold front, and that'll allow that storm chance to happen for us later this week. So let's step through Tuesday together here. Maybe partly cloudy skies, but that rain will stay off to the north and to the west where that cold front is. Now, you're going to see the front develop or at least trigger these storms. Here's 6 o'clock Tuesday evening. Again, most of the day, if not all the day, is going to stay dry, but this front eventually will move in from the northwest, will move southeast, and give us a shot of showers and storms probably midnight onward Wednesday or Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Wednesday, I think, is going to be the wettest day of the week. We'll have on and off chances of showers and storms. That front will continue to move to the southeast through the day, so I think our northwestern areas are going to stay cooler, southeastern areas warmer on Wednesday. But then watch what happens. The front, I should say, I got ahead of myself. The front is going to stall, if not curl back a little bit, more towards the northwest. So our northwestern areas are going to see probably the best chance of rain, especially into Minnesota. They're going to see a whole lot of rain through the day on Wednesday, in and out on the day on Thursday. And locally here, I think the rain chance will come more isolated after Thursday night. But still, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday, we could see more rain chances. And really through next week, depending on where you are, you could see a whole lot of rain or not so much. For the folks in Minnesota and the Twin Cities area, 3 to 4 inches possibly. For our far northern and far northwestern areas, I think an inch plus is pretty likely, maybe up to 2 inches there. For our central areas, you can see in this light blue, about a ½ inch to an inch. And really for our southern and eastern areas, not as much. Again, that front is really going to dictate that. It's going to mostly to the northwest, so maybe about a ½ inch for folks south and east. But I think no matter where you are, we'll see those rain chances. But the farther north and west you are, the better chance you have of seeing not only rain chances, but heavier rain. So your city-by-city forecast for Waterloo, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City. We're hot Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we cool down a little bit, but you notice Iowa City 89 on Wednesday, so that cold front will be coming through the day on Wednesday, 81 only in Waterloo. Wednesday and Thursday will be a little bit on the cooler side, relatively speaking. So the first day of summer there, you can see low to mid 80s for highs. We ramp back up in the upper 80s and low 90s Friday and Saturday. Another shot of cool air or cold front moves through Saturday night into the day on Sunday, and hopefully that'll lead to a little bit more seasonal conditions. But if you're looking for below normal temperatures, you have to look elsewhere because it's going to be mostly at or above normal for the next 10 days.